Now the former Notre Damer, this is C.J. Prosise. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 40-yard line.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wilson forced out to his left. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Here we go. Go.
Wilson turns and gives to Prosise. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Touch, 40's a Mike. You must be dreaming.
Bang out. Bam.
Check, he's coming.
One left.
Ain't giving up nothing today. 40's a Mike. Here we go, let's bring it.
They go play action now. Wilson eluding the pressure right. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Touch, 380.
No pass.
49,
Check 49.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Go 14.
Check 48's the Mike. Check 48's the Mike. Watch the run, hold on. Mike 48. I'm coming.
Hey, 0.
48's Mike. Hey, watch the slip.
Wilson going to hand it to Prosise. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Check.
48 to Mike. Over. They let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, alert 48.
Mark that.
48 right now.
Here's Wilson to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. David Moore there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
Go nowhere, 22, go nowhere. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Gun.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Tyler Lockett, 37 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Now Myers for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second down, it's Ingram. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Jackson now, flushed out right. And he's got Snead. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
To throw is Jackson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Now it's Ingram. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Escaping the pressure, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 6-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot, to account for him as a runner, and he was able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He's coming. Double up. Double
Good, 4 down, 4 down. Alert, 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 alert. 41.
Now Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
Now, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Jackson. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. To throw again on second down. Jackson is going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson, and this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Wilson, going to throw again. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Going to throw deep for the end zone, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Brad McDougald, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Sliding out of the pocket. He lets it fly. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make, because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. CD, we want to remind folks, in honor of its 100th season, the NFL is encouraging fans to join players, teams, and the NFL family in a year-long volunteer initiative called Huddle for 100. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 52 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense, with two guys going up for the football. Which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt, the will as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A gain there of 21 yards. They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson, there on the coverage. Charles, a little league-wide news as the Browns were taking care of the Jets on Monday Night Football Week 2. We got word that Dolphins safety Minkah Fitzpatrick continuing the exodus from Miami. He was traded to the Steelers in exchange for a first-round draft pick next spring.
And that means Miami is exchanging a 1, Minkah Fitzpatrick, who they use that to acquire, for a 1 next spring. And how valuable will that pick be? Well, the Steelers are 0-2. Ben Roethlisberger's out for the season. This could turn out to be a high #1 pick because the Steelers have been struggling this season, lit up by Tom Brady, Russell Wilson in successive weeks to start the year. We could have a Steelers team that could turn into a top 10 pick for the Miami Dolphins.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
19.
Now Wilson steps away. He can run for it, and he will. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this when both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Procise on the toss. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
They'll try and run down here with Procise. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it. This is Procise. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now Tucker to add the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
On first down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Pernell McPhee just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind.
Hey, 0-0-0.
41's coming. 41's the mic. All right. Here we go. Let's go.
95.
Hey, let's get this. Hey,
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
To throw again on second down. Jackson, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You played through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Here we go. Now, 54. Right, 54. Let's go, D. Let's go.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Get ready.
The drive starts with C.J. Prosise. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd and 1, Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike, fuck that. Man out. 48's Mike. 48's Mike. Watch the curl. 48.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Flushed out right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Took right. 41. And watch the line. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Watch the run. 41's coming. 41's the Mike. Go.
36 power.
41's Mike. Ball trot. Not
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. On 3rd down, Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Now he'll let it go. It's caught at the 10. A gain of 32 that time. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Jackson options out left. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Ravens first down.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got to... The ball comes out, and this will go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how this will go. And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything.